Good morning. Very pleased to welcome Mr. Boris van Thiel from Viqa Consultancy. Thank you very much for being with us. Industrial waste in the Middle East is basically a big thing amid all the construction going on and all the projects. How can we align first policies between Europe, including Germany, and the Middle East in this regard? What can we learn from each other?
I mean, there's a lot to learn because Germany was one of the pioneers when it comes to recycling and waste management initiatives. I would say in the 80s, the majority of these initiatives took place. And we could learn from them that if you set the right directions in terms of the regulatory framework and you implement it consequently and you incentivize certain, let's say, segregation at source or whatever, people will follow. And of course, awareness of these campaigns that has been done in a very...
What are the risks and the opportunities in the sector for the MENA region?
Yeah, I mean, Viqa investment is investing in facilities for waste management and recycling solutions, mainly for the industry, and especially for the industry like the cement industry, the metallurgy industry like steel, aluminium, etc. To find solutions, especially for, let's say, niche waste or niche byproducts, to develop a solution to create value add and find valuable byproducts or additives which we can bring back into the industry to reuse, to recycle or rehabilitate the original waste streams.
You deal with the cement industry, which is quite big in the Middle East amid all the construction. What can you do? How can you help in this regard?
Yeah, I mean,
and what are the challenges?
We are a strong partner for many years for the cement industry here in the UAE particularly. Not in the way that we are recycling or treating their waste streams, but we are helping them, let's say, to become more competitive in terms of their production cost per ton by substituting clinker in the one way, providing certain additives like fly ash, bottom ash, other byproducts we have from our treatment facilities, or substitute fossil fuels like coal. And interesting point is that the majority of the cement factories in the UAE are driven and fired by coal, which they have to import from South Africa and from Australia. So we can provide them alternative fuels made out of certain products we are treating and recycling, like tires or used tires, wood chips, or rejected waste, which we are further processed to RDF.
Why are they still using coal?
No, I mean, that is a good question. I think they will not get the allocation in the industry to use natural gas here, because natural gas is very limited here. So alternative is firing by oil or by coal. And obviously in the past coal price was down. So they have all...
So what is the alternative?
To coal? I mean, the
sustainable alternative.
The sustainable alternative is that you further process rejected waste, which is still containing a high calorific value, to quality RDF. And then substitute with this RDF a certain percentage of the coal consumption in the cement factory. And the government has made a certain decree in the past that all the coal-fired cement factories are obliged to take 10% of RDF, which is in basic available in the UAE. The problem is that the cement factories are not prepared to utilize these waste streams because they need a special feeding system. You cannot just put the waste into the calciner or in the kiln. That will not work. You know, coal is grinded. It's like a powder, and it has a different, let's say, feeding and burning behavior than if you put waste which have maybe particle size to 100 millimeter or whatever, or 50 millimeter, whatever it is. And furthermore, you have a problem that in the waste you have PVC, which is containing chlorine. And the chlorine is making and causing a lot of problems in the clinker, in the cement process. So the factories here, they don't have a bypass system like in Europe. And that makes it very challenging.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boris. Thank you very much.
Okay.